90% of subscribers, private subscribers. It's kind of a miracle that didn't save us, although. But it was interesting that in summer figures really raised because it fell around 150, and now it was up again. Of course, we have also a free sheet, like a free sheet that is published by Dienas Mēdī, 5 minutes. It has a readership around like this magazine. It's quite popular, but of course it's free. It's the best price you can offer, so it's people take it. If you look at the internet market, our internet usage penetration is around 60%. It's going up all the time. And I also would like to know that the divide between rural areas and urban areas, and especially Riga as a city center or almost half of the whole of Latvia, it's kind of shrinking, this gap. It's not anymore the situation that you have all the internet users just in Riga and then you have total desert outside it. It's really climbing up, and it's a good sign. And if you look at the top 5 web addresses that are most popular, the #1 inbox, it's email service, but also other additional entertaining services like gaming and things for free time. It's now journalism. Draugiem LV, it's kind of a Facebook type, I think you know it. It's also not a journalism, it's a social network, which is the most popular one in Latvia. And #3, at last, comes Delfi, which is a #1 news portal. Just last week they celebrated 10 years of their existence. They are treated in Latvia as the most popular site to go for, not only for news, but also to get a public feeling. And sometimes these comments they publish are really rude, and their editor-in-chief even have admitted that sometimes it's okay to describe the medium as a wall of the public toilet. But if you would like to know what public really thinks about new processes or things in Latvia, then you can consult Delfi commentaries. Then comes SSLV, which is basically a classifieds ad site, which is again no journalism. And TVNet is another news portal, popular in Latvia. It's just local site. It's interesting to know that within the top 5, 2 news portals we have, they are online only media, and it's an interesting speciality of Latvia that traditional media were so late to enter internet media market that they are very weak in it, and these online only publications have gained #1, #3, #2. All the top is already taken by them. So what consequences does it have if you to the journalism, if you look at the Latvian market? As I mentioned, public television is very weak, and I think it's weak because of 2 reasons. One is that they have constant cost cutting done, and this year Latvian radio even kind of was on the verge of bankruptcy. And if you look at the public availability for trusted news and analytics, it's really essential to strengthen these public broadcasters. But it's not happening, on the other hand, we constantly have this fear of censorship from political forces and involvement in news programs, and actually strong journalists from public television have left the medium and went to commercial station here at TV3 and created a news program that is most popular analytical program. But it's of course a big issue. How long is this program going to sustain? Because it's not typical for this commercial station to run such a public program, to policy and social issues orientated program. So you have this situation where television are quite, public television is quite weak, and other commercial stations are whether totally orientated to entertainment, or even worse, they are biased and linked to political players. If you look at the newspaper segment, then you basically have a situation where now, after Diena change of ownership in Diena, we have a very uncertain situation with this main newspaper, and we have the other newspapers that are owned by politically influential and economically influential groups. So basically, in this segment also, you don't have a trusted sources of information. What concerns internet media, they usually, I think, quite honestly can be described as copy-paste mediums. It means that there's no really news-breaking journalism there. They just collect information from different other sources and just publish it for also trying to focus on entertainment that will generate more clicks and more kind of public interest. So if you look at this media consumption and journalism situation, I think it's quite a threatening situation that you can lack trusted sources of information and analysis. And even worse, economical situation that is quite bad in Latvia, and of course you have heard about it, also has quite very severely ad market. And if you imagine that this ad market is like a big pie, and it used to be really a big pie, then this year we have lost half of it, almost. And actually, if you look at the total figures of ad market in Latvia, in the first half of this year, that can be compared to the first half of the last year, overall we have lost 42% of ads. And that's a big money. It's almost 20 million lats in a half of the year gone. So basically what all the media should do is, again, do a tremendous cost cutting, which of course influences the appealing of these media to public. And for example, in Diena we had to do a tremendous cost cutting also on editorial side on this first half of the year, and we did a cost cutting and wage cutting 2 times, and of course we also cut the paper itself, and so it's even more adds a problem, so that people question, okay, you should pay a lot of money, but what do you get instead? And a lot of people are switching to internet-free medium, and as we remember, these are copy-paste sites. So this is the kind of vicious circle that generates less